Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and this is the aftermath. What was all the worry about? Why was everybody worrying? Why was everybody fretting? Only second in the league, what's the problem? What a wonderful weekend for Arsenal. Listen, it's not just the 3 points that we got, which was a very hard fought 3 points. I think that 3-1 was a bit flattering to us because, to be fair to Sunderland, they really gave it a go. It wasn't the Sunderland of old where they just came and parked the bus. They had a game plan. They were trying to catch us on the counter, and a couple of times, if their finish would have been better on 2 occasions, one in the first half when Barini was through one-on-one, and another occasion in the second half where they had another one-on-one situation. If they'd have been better in their finishing, it would have been a bigger problem to us on the day. But we got through it, got 3 goals, and a great win in the end for Arsenal, although the performance weren't great. But it was the results that happened all around the league. Manchester City losing, Chelsea losing, even though they're not contenders, but Chelsea losing. It's always good to see Chelsea lose. Tottenham drawing, Manchester United drawing. You know, it just couldn't have went better, really, for Arsenal. Liverpool, who've been going on a charge, them losing. So all in all, it turned out to be a really, really good weekend for Arsenal. And we're second place now in the table, just a couple of points off of Leicester. And it's been a fantastic weekend, especially when you consider all the injuries. And it was good to see a couple of players back there. Good to see Oxlade-Chamberlain back, although he didn't play like he was back. He played like he was still on the treatment table because he didn't really do anything. Aaron Ramsey, bit of an indifferent game, but look at the stats. An assist, and he scored a goal. That's what Aaron Ramsey does. He's a goal-scoring midfielder. That's why we like to see him in the middle. That's where he does his damage, and that's where he did his damage on Saturday. And, of course, Olivier Giroud, again, who wasn't having the greatest of game, but props up again with another massive goal. And Joel Campbell as well. Joel Campbell, let's not forget him. A lot of times he's been criticised by fans, but again, a very, very good finish by him and a very good performance, I felt, by him as well. Laurent Koscielny as well in the game. Excellent performance. Nacho Monreal, excellent performance. Probably most of the other players below par, apart from Ozil, of course, who has, again, just run the show. So it was a fantastic 3 points in the context of things, with all the results around it, even better than 3 points. It was like winning 5 points at the weekend, and it just gets us back in that sort of mood, gets us back in contention after a really dire November. It's good to see Arsenal firing again, and especially ahead of that big game against Olympiacos, where we're going to have to fire because we need to win it. Not just win it, but win it by 2 clear goals. It's hard enough to win over there, let alone to win by 2 clear goals. But by scoring 3 goals, that must, show Arsenal that they can go out there and they can do it. Right, let's get into the tweets from you guys. Tony Fox says, excuse me, wasn't pretty, but we got over the line. In December, that's what you've got to do. Now we need to come out of the traps on Wednesday. Most definitely we've got to come out of the traps on Wednesday. Cleek says, we were lucky against Sunderland. We have to score first in Greece or I don't think we'll do it, he says. Deng says, scrappy win, but 3 points is 3 points, which we needed. So he was very impressed also with Ramsey. Now bring on Olympiacos. This is Arsenal says, wasn't the best performance, but the 3 points was needed. Our teams are capable of qualifying in the Champions League. The mentality has to be right. That guy Sis says, people can slag off the performance, but we won, which is true. All that matters, and when you're at the top, it's 3 points. Wednesday, he says, with Ozil, it's doable. Pete says, job done on Saturday, nothing more, nothing less. Lads better be up for it in Greece unless they fancy Thursday night football, which I don't fancy, but it's a possibility. Pavan says, important win as others drop points. We can do it if we turn up, play Gabriel as a central defensive midfielder to stop their counter-attack. Q&R Arsenal says, good to grind out results when we play poor. Rambo, pure class in the centre and confidence raise for Olympiacos. True. Pace says, more worried about playing in that blue kit against Olympiacos than anybody else. Listen, if we play to our potential, we could play in pink, purple, blue, polka dot. We should still win if we play to our potential, because we are a better team than Olympiacos. Olympiacos, no mugs, by the way. Good team at home, unbeaten in their league this season at home. No mugs. But I do believe we can go away and get the victory. But it's what Arsenal turns up, just like a guy said. No Regrets says, it might have been a scrappy win, but 3 points is what matters. I just wish Ramsey scored more of the chances that he got. Well, we want to see him score more of those on Wednesday night. And Pav Atwell finally says, good win, but without Coquelin, we're too exposed in our counter-attacks. And that was true. We were exposed a few times on the counter-attack, which was worrying because Olympiacos, a very good counter-attacking team. So we would definitely have to shore that up against Olympiacos. Because remember, we've got to win the game. We're all talking about winning by 2 goals. We've got to win the game first. Excuse me. Not a good record against Olympiacos over there in Greece over the past couple of seasons. But I've been analysing those results. And most of the times when we've gone over to Olympiacos, we're already through. We've already finished second in the group. We're already sort of there. We've rested loads of players. This time, we know what we've got to do. We've got to go over there. We've got to get a result. Bit like when we went to Monaco last season. We needed 3 then. We only just got 2. Can we do it this year? Can we go out there and pull off a massive away win? For sure, if we get an early goal against the Greeks, they're going to get very, very nervous, right? So that early goal is really, really important. Even if we concede an early goal, we then know that we just got to go all guns blazing and try and get as many goals as we can. So it should be a really exciting, really entertaining game. The atmosphere out there is going to be great. I'm flying out there in the morning and I'm really, really looking forward to the game. But it's a massive game for Arsenal. If they were to win that game, it could be a massive turning point confidence-wise in Arsenal's season. It really, really would be. So I'm just hoping and praying that these guys like Aaron Ramsey need to turn up. I think Joel Campbell is going to be important in that game. He used to play for Olympiacos, so he'll know what to expect. And then senior players like Mertesacker, Koscielny, they got to shore that defence up. Flamini defend really solidly. But when we get that ball going forward, we got an attack and we got to really go after Olympiacos. Really be hungry. Like when we played Manchester United, closing down from the front, which was non-existent on Saturday in the first half and was non-existent against Norwich in the second half. I want to see that like how when we played Man United. Deny them space. We can get goals against Olympiacos. Even though we played terribly at home, we still scored 2. So let's go out there also and do the business. Remember the scenarios for the game. 2-0 does it. 3-2 would do it. 4-3 would do it. All right, but we just got to either the 2 clear goals or if we match their score, which was 3-2, we'd go through on a better goal difference. So it's either 2-0 or just any result beyond that, scoring more than 2 goals, but we must win the game. Don't forget, by the way, you can check out our shop, AFTVstore.com. You've got loads of great hoodies and T-shirts like this Invincibles one, which I absolutely love, by the way. You can get all those. You want a Christmas present with a difference, get over there. Get in there fast if you want to get your Christmas present and get it for Christmas. We ship worldwide, so make sure you get over to the store. Thanks for all the comments that everybody's been leaving. And I think just finally, before I go, just got to say a word for Ernie Crouch. I'm sure you guys would have seen the video with Claude on Saturday. It's really, really sad to learn about Ernie, who's been going to Arsenal since 1934. Tragically was killed at the weekend, got knocked over by a bus. And it was really, really sad news because this guy, I mean, every Arsenal fan who goes especially to a lot of the away games, you see him, he's there always just walking, using a walking stick very slowly up to the game. 90 years old, and still went to every Arsenal game, home and away. And it's really sad that he's passed away. Just hoping that the club will do something really special for him, because he was the ultimate what you call super fan. You know, the word super fan's bandied around a lot, but this guy, for me, since 1934, that's been before the Second World War. He's been watching Arsenal week in, week out, home and away, whether we won, whether we lost, he was there. Got so much respect for the guy, and it was really, really sad news that he passed away. So, Ernie Crouch, rest in peace, and I hope that we do something special for him on our next home game. Thanks for watching Arsenal Fan TV.
Don't forget, for Christmas, you can get hoodies just like this at AFTVstore.com.